These have been some of the most unpredictable playoffs I've seen. You have St. Louis up 3-0 on Minnesota. None of us saw that coming. Pittsburgh's up 3-0 on Columbus. You might have had people believing that, in my case, I picked Pittsburgh in 6. Yvonne picked Pittsburgh in 6. This is more than that. Columbus deserved a better fate today, but they're still down 3-0. Montreal goes up 2-1 on the Rangers. I will fully admit Montreal has this in hand right now. The Rangers really needed to win today, and they didn't. And Montreal's got momentum on their side. Anaheim being where they are isn't really a surprise. The Leafs being tied with Capitals doesn't surprise me. I know it surprised a lot of people. Ottawa and Boston being tied doesn't surprise me. I wagered on a 7-game series there anyways. Edmonton, San Jose being tied. There's not a lot to choose between those two teams. And right now, as I'm recording this, it's 0-0 after 2. So while Edmonton's got a lot of shots and San Jose centers are struggling, this isn't over. And it's still scoreless. So you can't gloat or anything because you haven't got a goal yet. Nashville being up 2-0 on Chicago is really the news of the weekend. That is crazy. So tomorrow you have Ottawa and Boston. I think Ottawa's going to win that game. I do. Washington's in Toronto. I think Washington's going to win that game. So that's 2 road teams I'm taking. Chicago's in Nashville. Nashville's up 2-0. I've seen 2 series where teams are up 2-0, and I've thought, well, they're not going to go up 3-0, and they did. So what the hell? Nashville goes up 3-0 tomorrow night. Anaheim's in Calgary. That, I think, is going to swing. I think Calgary's going to win that one. Although last game I picked Calgary just because you can't keep losing in Anaheim, can you? And then they do. Last time they met Anaheim, they lost in 5 games. This is starting to look really familiar if you're a Flames fan. And there's some interesting stories coming out of this. So Minnesota and Columbus, if they're both out now, history will remember they had fantastic regular seasons and really long winning streaks and then failed in the playoffs. It won't be remembered why. If you look at, and the biggest example I can think of is Jaro Halak when he played for Montreal back in 2010. And they knocked out Washington. And back then I photoshopped up a wanted poster, put Jaro Halak's picture in it and said wanted for armed robbery, and had a listing of the teams that they'd already knocked out and who was up next. Because Halak stole series that spring. All that is remembered is Montreal upset teams, not necessarily why. Montreal fans will remember. Fans of the teams that got upset will remember, oh, Halak stole those series. But your regular average hockey fan won't remember. We'll just remember, Washington choked. And that's the problem. It's not why a team chokes. Choke is a terrible term. It makes it sound like a team has just completely blown it and that the whole team just blew it. And it's not the case. I wouldn't say that what Minnesota's doing right now is a choke. They deserve to win that game today. Just Jake Allen and the post and the net wouldn't allow it. Columbus, too. It's not a choke. They were the road team with Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh, they're the defending Stanley Cup champions for a reason. There was a comment on a video where somebody said it feels like everybody's just playing hockey and the Penguins are playing as Stanley Cup champions and everybody's just waiting for them, something along those lines. And it's true. And this is one of the benefits of being a defending champion and one of the problems. You are above everybody else until you're defeated in the playoffs. Everybody's going to gun for you. Columbus has been gunning for Pittsburgh. They don't have the talent, though. They have this great team game, but so does Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh has the talent as well. And their talent is just a little bit better. You look at Guentzel, okay, Jake Guentzel, unknown before this season, and all he's done is help to bring Pittsburgh within a game of the next round. Last year was Connor Sheary and Brian Rust. Guess what? Brian Rust, 2 goals today. Pittsburgh has a lot of weapons. So even if you take care of Crosby and take care of Malkin, which is tough enough, they have so many other players that can hurt you. Crosby doesn't have to skate in and score. He can pass it, and anybody who's on his line can score. Same with Malkin. Same with Bonino. There are 3 scoring lines in Pittsburgh and a 4th line that can also hurt you. So it has to be really, really frustrating. Columbus can roll 4 lines and they can score, but not on that level, not with that amount of raw talent. So the frustration boiled over last game and this game too. It has to be tough for Columbus to see a season that was their best season ever kind of floating away, and they're just watching as each wave of Penguins rolls in on them, and then that chance to do something in the playoffs rolls further away from them. It has to be really, really difficult. I honestly feel for Columbus. I don't know if they would have beaten anybody else, though. You look at the lower seeds in the NHL, and Toronto's been playing some good hockey. Nashville's playing fantastic hockey. I don't think if Nashville was matched up with Columbus, I don't think you're going to see a difference. I think Columbus is still down 3-0 if it's Nashville. The way they've been playing, the way Rene's been playing, the style of hockey they're playing, no. So this is one of the reasons why towards the end of the season, when everybody was upset about Columbus and who they have to match up with, my statement was, you match up with who you match up with, and the good teams find a way to win. And Nashville's doing that with Chicago right now. So Chicago's the number 1 seed in the West. They got the number 8 seed in the West, and they've lost their first 2 games at home, and now they're going to Nashville. So it's all a matter of there's some luck involved. There's hot goalies are the main thing. I really thought Lundqvist would be hot enough to get New York past Montreal. Looks like Price is just as hot, and you cancel those things out. And Montreal is a grittier team than the Rangers. And in the playoffs, if you can keep things even and you can wear the other team down, you win the series. So, again, I'm not changing my prediction, but the odds of the Rangers knocking out Montreal is it's really, really unlikely now because the Rangers have to win 3 out of 4 to do it. And Montreal hasn't looked like a team that's about to lose 3 out of 4 with Carey Price in net. So, barring an injury, Montreal's in the next round, and it has to be an injury to Carey Price. Anybody else, it doesn't matter. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And remember, this is the predictions video for tomorrow. So, you're predicting Ottawa-Boston, who wins and by how much? Washington-Toronto, who wins and by how much? Chicago-Nashville, who wins and by how much? And Anaheim-Calgary, who wins and by, that's right, how much? It's a fun competition. I'm going to make sure I catch up and keep up with all of this. It should be relatively straightforward, especially once the first round's over and you're just in like 2 games a day at most. I guess there could be 1 game one day and 3 games the next, but it gets easier to track after the first round. The first round's going to be kind of hairy. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys supporting me. We passed 4,000 today. Excellent. We've got 5,000 in our sights. I want 5,000 subscribers, and we can rock from there. At a time when other YouTubers are panicking and losing their nerve for this and looking at their livelihood and what am I going to do, I'm not affected to that same level because I'm in a smaller channel and I'm on an upswing, sort of. So I think that definitely helps to cushion me from any kind of whatever's going on with the advertisers and all that, and I'm not getting into that. I did a video on that today, and I didn't upload it. I did the video, and I went, you know what? Nah, this isn't related to my channel. I'm not doing it. So, yeah, I'll be all right. Revenues are down this month compared to last month because they're down for everybody this month compared to last month, so I'm not going to complain. YouTube will figure it out. All right. Thank you very much for watching. You guys are the best. You're amazing, and I'll talk to y'all again later.